What up? Here we go.
So how about you? You've been
What's going on, car guys and car gals? It's Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
and it's Fred Lenard, subprime hero.
And we are brewing solutions on the Car Guy Coffee Podcast with somebody that is not a stranger in any way to brewing solutions. We are right now interviewing the one, the only Lisa Jenner. That's right. Welcome to the party. We're so excited that you're here. And you know what? I actually didn't even know that you were going to be here at this event. So that brings us to the main question we've been asking everybody that's brewing solutions and at this Kain event is, what brings you to this event?
Well, I've heard really great things. And from what I understand, David Kain is an amazing human being in our industry, and he has a great reputation. And so we're super excited to come support. And we are also speaking on Thursday. I'm speaking about technical SEO. So any opportunity that I get to help educate in our industry, I think is one that I'm happy to take on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome, and they're so lucky to have you as a speaker. I know that your company is also a sponsor for the event also.
Yes, we are.
So that's really cool that you are doing that. This is a great event. Everything you heard, 100% true. David Kain is a phenomenal guy. He does have a great reputation, and this event is very, very nice. And you're going to start seeing it when they get into all the masterminds and all those types of things. You're going to be like, wow, this is some really good information. And if you've noticed, no one's pitching. You know, out here, of course, the booths. That's what that's for. But inside there, as they're on the stage, it doesn't matter what's going on. They're just educating.
Yes.
They're helping. They're encouraging. They're inspiring. They're motivating. And that's what I know you're going to do the same thing.
Absolutely.
You do it for us all the time. I'm inspired by you. You're an amazing person. It's fun to watch you grow. I've seen you do so many things already, and it's just been a short amount of time since we've known each other. And I know that's a trajectory you're going on is phenomenal. It's like straight to Mars, right? And I can't wait to see you get there. But you know, there's a lot of announcements going to be happening in the future. I can't wait. Hopefully, we get you on the show and make some of those.
We want the exclusive.
You guys were the
we're
first
just saying
podcast
that.
I was ever
we
on.
knew that, right?
Oh
We were the one that kicked it off with that.
Heck,
I know.
we're doing it.
That's
that
right.
with him, right? So, you know, we're looking forward to a follow-up on that and just learning more about what's happening. So when it's that time, please let us know so we can get you on there. We'd love to show our audience everything that's going on with Lisa. But seriously, we're so happy to have you here. I'm glad that you're here. And you're right, like I said, about everything that's going on. You know, as you've been here so far, you see that there's a lot of great vendors here, and all the vendors are just getting along really well. It's pretty neat how they all kind of integrate together. David has kind of handpicked a lot of these companies to be here, and he's very big on his screening. When he mentioned at the beginning, I screened all these people. I know what they're about. I know what's happening. He's not lying. That's who he is. So know that you guys have a great reputation too. If David has you here, it's because he believes in what you're doing. That's awesome. Big. So just know that that's a big part of it too.
Birds of a feather, man.
That's right. That's right. Now we know that David is one of the nicest guys like in the world, let alone the automotive industry. And his stage is a no pitch zone. We know that you need to be up there bringing education, but this completely is a pitch zone. So tell us all about Dealer Alchemist and what it is that you are brewing for this industry.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm here to talk about technical SEO because it is widely under discussed. You hear a lot about content SEO, and you guys know I'm doing audits every day, and I am sick and tired of seeing all these dealers being coerced to spend more than half of their budget on average on what would otherwise be free organic brand location dealer terms. So when you shift that strategy, amazing things can happen.
And it is happening. And so with the things that you've been seeing happening, because the big thing is that we have fresh dealers in here that have never been to an event like this before. Some dealers that have never come to a mastermind, never sat down at the table with a bunch of other dealers to share ideas and pull for themselves actual solutions to problems that other people are having, and listen to people like you, like us, like many others here, for the solutions that they bring to the market. What would you say is like the aha that's coming to dealers when they do get the chance to listen to you present to them what it is that you can do to help them out? What is it that like just unlocks the box for them?
I think the biggest point of this discussion is that when our industry started building content SEO, landing pages, verbiage inside of websites, it was prior to Google rolling out Google My Business pages. And when they shifted their strategy, our industry didn't really shift with it. They continued to take their monthly, revenue from content SEO. And so as we dig in, what dealers should know and be educated on is that without technical SEO, Google can't even start to crawl that content properly. So when we start bringing it back to the foundation, and a lot of these things maybe dealers have been educated on, but they forget about because there is so much focus on content SEO. And a lot of those SEO budgets are just hitting the monthly part statements. So when we start focusing back on the basics, which I know you guys are big fans of, we start building that foundation of what really matters inside of the technical SEO, and we get into the stats of how that can increase your overall traffic, organic, and also the quality of your traffic now that you can focus your paid search on your actual inventory. The numbers don't lie. Data. It all comes back to data-driven decisions for me.
Love that.
I mean, it's got to.
Yeah.
Data-driven decisions. That's such a powerful term right there, and it's true. I mean, that's with all the information that we have. One thing I know is that data and numbers don't lie to you. They tell you the truth. Our feelings, the way we think it went down, our memories, they can actually lie to you. You can actually see a situation 2 hours later, completely, it was different than what really happened. And even though you swear that's exactly how it happened. So knowing that data and of course numbers are there for us to be able to get our information, and then you make a decision from there. You can't make a bad decision. It's based off of that because you know what's real. So you know how to fix it because there's the errors right there, or maybe there's the growth right there. So we need to keep doing this. So it's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, Google is king. They basically created Google My Business pages, which are now Google Business Profile pages. And that is essentially the dealer's new homepage, whether we like it or not. They rule. And so with that as an establishment, dealers are now defined as local businesses. So when you start developing content around comparing a Camry to a Accord, really weigh how important that investment is versus just focusing on fixing the core components of your technical SEO.
Hopefully, whether you're watching this in the replay or you're watching this live, you picked up on that. Dealers, those that are in charge of a marketing budget, those general managers that are out there that are trying to figure out what to do. And because there's a big ocean out here, there's a whole lot of technology that's available for people. I mean, everybody is trying to get the attention of the dealers, trying to get the attention of the leaders that are making the moves inside of the industry. Why has it been so important for you? Because your presence is pretty killer. Let me tell you, the way that you showed up at NADA, that was powerful. That was a booth, y'all. If you didn't get the chance to see that, you should have seen that.
A lot of love went into that.
A whole lot of love. And you were loving it. We walked up and you was like, look, check it out.
It was my first big girl booth at NADA, and it was a really proud moment.
You did a really great job. You made it fun. It was an enjoyable booth. You had fun while you were getting educated, and that was it. It was very easy to find. It was in a good location. I mean, it was all the above. You all did good. It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm very happy for you.
A unique setup. But with that, why is it so important that you do keep plugging away at putting your presence out there to making sure that, one, you're not just saying, hey, this is what we can do for you, but you're also, you got your ear to the ground. Who was it that said it earlier? Somebody's got their hand on the pulse, right? And figuring out that, man, there is so much that is changing. And you know what? a lot that we're talking about now is going to be outdated in like a year. You know,
That's right.
It's going to adjust.
We pulled in a stat for this presentation. So Google is changing their algorithm between 500 and 600 times a year. So that means, and they don't announce all of them. They announce the big ones, but
That's a lot of announcements that they did.
Yeah, they don't have time for that.
Right.
But that means that sometimes they're changing their algorithms on average twice a day.
That's what
and
it sounds
so
like, yeah.
that's a lot of change.
Oh yeah, that's a
Constant pivot.
whole lot of change.
Yeah.
So how do you figure that out? How does anybody because we see some people that, man, I got this algorithm thing figured out. I said, do you?
No,
Do you?
you might have, but they just changed it.
You had it, and then they just changed it.
You did. Yeah.
That's so true. You know, it is, you know, and that's why coming to an event like this, and it was Hannah who said that earlier, is that you get the pulse of what's going on in the industry by coming to an event like David Kain's, to like digital dealers and so many other ones, you know, and these are great places to be, to get that feeling and to get that growth that you need, you know, but being able to do that and being able to predict what's happening is almost impossible. But what it can be is gives you confidence when you keep yourself updated what's going on right now. This way you can somewhat make a decent educated guess of what's going to be like tomorrow, right? This way you could be moving forward, at least going in the right direction at that time, and then being open to change. I think that's something that a lot of dealers are starting to be more apt to. They used to not. They used to want to, we do it this way, we've always done it. Now they're starting to be like, well, I guess we need to change it up a little bit. We need to figure this out because times are different and they're never going to change. They're not going back to the way they were. And I won't even say pre-pandemic. I just want to say 5 years ago. Things are changing. Every 5 years, you're going to see a shift, pandemic or not. Changes were happening. It's just that they amplified it a little bit, but not that much. I mean, it did, but it didn't amplify that much. I think it's still going at the pace that it should have been going. And I think we're going to see that the next 5 years are going to be an increase in the pace because things are becoming more acceptable. People are being more accepting of these types of things, whether it be AI, whether it be digital marketing, whether it be digital communication, whatever it is, people are more accepting of it in all generations. You're even seeing like people my grandparents' age being open to digital transactions and conversations. So it's pretty cool.
Well, and in our industry, there's always a new acronym. It seems like CDPs is the new one. And yes, there is a place for that. I think that automotive is catching up on that piece of technology. CDPs outside of automotive have been around for over a decade. Chat GPT is a big conversation. AI has always been a big part of the conversation.
Cheat code GPT.
Whether it's real AI or not. And so I think, again, just taking a deep breath and getting your fundamentals working and pointing in the right direction first
is
such an important component. And then go put the icing on the cake once you have everything else aligned. But a lot of the strategies that I still see right now, and this is why I do what I do, they're based on old-fashioned strategies. And so, yeah, I just want to help.
Well, that means you got a good market, right? You got a good, wide open market, and a lot of people that can use your help.
I still love that we're keep talking about going back to the fundamentals. Thank you, Lisa, for keep touching back on that because it is
forward thinking as you are too. That's the other thing.
That's it.
Very forward thinking, but also real enough to fundamentals, basics.
Because it is
first,
without a good foundation, fundamentals, whatever you want to call it, you can't build on it. You can't figure it out. A good foundation, good fundamentals, you can build anything on. And matter of fact, even if whatever you start to build doesn't work, you know where you need to get back to build back again. It's flat, it's level, it's everything it needs. So fundamentals, foundations, get after it, my friends, and keep those there. Never give up on those. And remember, those are just, matter of fact, more important than anything new that you're learning right now. Your fundamentals.
Right. Yeah. And sticking to those. And also remembering the people. The people fundamentally is why we do what we do. We serve the people.
That's right.
We work with the people. We try to fuse together our company that we can take care of our customer. If we keep our people, we usually would keep our customers. But usually keeping our people on the technology side, I think there's a big piece of that, of making sure that we do have a culture that keeps our people understanding about technology. Because that's what I think in the industry we still got stuck on, is whatever worked, we stuck with it and didn't want to move, didn't have to change because it kept producing the result. We can keep selling cars, making money, don't have to change because we just sold cars and made more money. You know what? We just sold less cars, made even more money, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. There's some of you that went through that, right? You sold less cars, made more money, but it didn't actually evolve. Didn't actually change.
No.
And now when it comes to the screeching halt of, whoa, it's going back to regular business in a way, right? It's different, but understanding that we have to keep our culture and learning our people, but having our people learning our technology and why it all fuses together. Whether it's your role or not, inside of the dealership, you still need to know how it fuses and how it communicates in order to make sure that you're getting the most out of it, especially if you spend money on it. because people will spend money on something and never use it.
Yeah, and I think the duality of that is that I also see a lot of dealers that are just over purchasing in technology, but the technology can't actually function properly without the foundation and the fundamentals being pointed in the right direction. And so coming back to that every single time, we're working right now with the number 4 Toyota store in the country, Claremont Toyota. And this is a really cool story, actually. So I've been diving into their data. I'm building a case study for them. And in 21, they were basically running 100% of their search campaigns on brand regional location terms. So we came in April of 22, and they are the number 4 store in Toyota in the country, but also they have the lowest day supply in the country, and they've gained market share by flipping this antiquated strategy to focus on inventory, and by fixing the technical SEO and fixing all the fundamentals. So they've actually went from, in 21 they were number 9 in certified pre-owns, and now they're number 5. Month over month with the year period, December 21 to December 22, they increased 48% in CPO sales. So there's some numbers for you.
In a down 48% big, those big numbers.
48%
in a down market. Slots, in a market that's down right now, right? That's what I'm saying.
Gained market share, and that's really the number.
That's big.
What is your market share? That's the number to look at right now.
That's big.
We know inventory's pinched, but what is your market share?
That's it. I love that you said that. Take that note down. What is your market share? Let's look at that. Let's get back to the fundamentals, my friends. I love that. That's amazing. Well, Lisa, this has been a great interview. It always feels like the time flies by too quickly, but we look forward to seeing you again. I can't wait to have you back on the show to talk about some future announcements and things that are going to be happening. We absolutely love you as a friend, as a person, and everything that you do. I look forward to seeing everything else that you do, and keep staying in touch. I'm glad we're going to spend the next couple of days together. Still have some fun. Yeah, great time.
Tonight?
You know it.
You're going to get the chance to meet our wives.
Yes. All right.
There you go.
Ladies. Heck yeah.
All right.
Well, car guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the Car Guy Coffee podcast. We are still enjoying the incredible Kain event. This workshop has some incredible people in it, like Lisa Jenner and so many other guests that are here, but you should be here too. There's still 2 days left to this event, and you can make it out here, and we'll tell you all about how it was hanging out at the castle, and we'll tell you how awesome you can be if you just pay attention to a few people that know what they're doing and they're betting on the races. Come on down, jump into a race.
The big day to be here is Thursday because you're speaking. So
that's right.
Sure you come check that out.
Check it out.
With some great knowledge. So get out here, have some fun. I promise you won't regret it. It's worth it.
Well, car guys, car gals, you already know, because if you've watched the show, you've heard us announce to the whole world that our friend Lisa Jenner from Dealer Alchemist is 100% CGC approved.
That's right.
Congratulations. Again, recertified. She is, everybody. And with that, we're going to make sure that we do drop these F-bombs and forgive, focus, fly as we head on out of here and keep brewing solutions at this incredible, lovely Lexington event. So, Lisa, you're going to have to lead the way. On 3, forgive, focus, fly. 1, 2, 3.
Forgive, focus, fly, and keep growing. Keep growing, y'all.
We appreciate you. We'll see you later. I am Lou Ramirez, the Car Guy.
And I'm Fred Lenard, Subprime Hero.
And you've been brewing solutions on the Car Guy Coffee podcast with the one,
the only Lisa Jenner.
That's right.